my town, Los Angeles. Me? Well, I'm Philip Carter. That's right. The guy they call the Fat Thin Man. Used to be the Thin Fat Man, but I reduced. Got up in my room and I looked around. It was morning. It was going to be a morning like any other. Murders to solve, tough characters to beat up, blondes to shake out of my hair. How did I know? Don't be silly. I'm Philip Carter, the Fat Thin Man. The hangover wasn't too bad. A couple of weeks in the country, and I'll be good as new. Grown my way out of bed, shaved and showered, and got into my rags. Aquascutum, Brooks Brothers charcoal gray, Hathaway shirt, Countess Mara tie, English brogues, no socks. I headed on down to my favorite eatery, Filthy Napkin, and Jolly. I headed out into the brilliant LA sunshine. I caught a glimpse of it through the banks of smog and headed on down the office. I had to fight my way through platoons of blondes. I don't know why they're so hard to convince. I don't go for blondes until the sun sets on Sunset Boulevard. I went upstairs, and when I got there, my secretary was waiting for me. I gave her my usual perfunctory greeting. Morning, Miss Goober.
Good morning, Mr. Carlo.
Anyone waiting to see me?
A brunette and two blondes.
Have the brunette get in here. Send her away. Bring in the first blonde.
Yes, Mr. Carlo.
Are you Philip Carlo?
You can call me Lover. Name?
Fee Fluff.
Employed?
Majestic Studios.
A star?
Of course.
Well, I just have to be sure, you know. Send the big players and the extras to the agency down the hall. 5'2", most of it woman. 120 and spaced about right. Eyes smoking as gunpowder. Nostrils flaring with desire. Lips sultry as a Technicolor sunset. You married, Fifi?
I was until last night.
Well, what happened last night?
He died.
Suddenly?
Very suddenly.
Knife or gun?
A gun.
And you'd like to retain me to solve your husband's murder?
I don't know. Convince me.
Anything to oblige your client.
I'm convinced. Will you take my case?
You know my usual retainer.
Oh, I do.
That's right. $5,000 bill now, the other half when I deliver the body.
Body?
Yeah, the murderer. I don't mess around, you know.
Oh, that's all right. I want her dead.
Her? How do you know he's a her?
I'm sure of it.
This may be a little out of my line, then. Blonde or brunette?
Blonde.
Oh, okay. Tell me about it.
He was playing around.
Well, naturally, yeah. Last night?
Last night I went out, and when I came back he was dead. Very inconvenient for me. Funerals are so out of fashion this season.
Describe the blonde.
I can't. I never saw her.
Well, then how do you know she was a blonde?
This is Hollywood, isn't it?
Yeah. My town. And don't you forget that, baby.
I won't.
Where were you when your husband was shot?
Oh, some things are sacred.
I respect you for that, baby.
So, you'll take my case. You'll find her and make her pay for what she's done to Hubert and me. I look awful in black.
I'll find her. If I have to go to the ends of the earth, Anaheim or Azusa.
Will that take very long?
About 20 chapters, maybe longer. But don't worry, I'll find her. Because I'm the fat, thin man, and this is my town.
And perhaps, when this is all over, who knows?
Perhaps. But don't crowd me, baby. This thing is bigger than both of us.
Shall I wait?
Yeah, out in the hall. I'll call you back in for the one.
Okay, goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, baby. Miss Goober?
Yes, Mr. Carlo.
Next blonde.
Yes, Mr. Carlo. You may go in now, miss. Darling.
How do you do? Have a seat. Name?
Nancy Merriweather,
Studio?
Imperial Pictures.
The star, of course.
Need one, ask.
Checking. 5'2", most of it woman. 120, spaced about right. Eyes smoky as gunpowder. Nostrils flaring with desire. Lips as sultry as a Technicolor sunset. You married, Mitzi?
Until very recently.
Last night.
Yeah.
He's fooling around with another blonde, and he came home and found him shot dead.
How'd you know?
How? Well, I'm the fat, thin man. This is my town.
You've got to find her. She must pay.
You must pay.
Will this be satisfactory?
Yeah, scale rate for blondes.
What do you do next?
Well, find whoever murdered, what did you call him?
Humphrey.
Always called something like that. Why doesn't anybody ever knock off a guy named Joe?
You've got to find her. She must be punished.
Why?
She ruined my rug.
Yeah, how'd you...
A brand new Oriental.
Oh, how'd you do that?
She got Humphrey's blood all over it. Wouldn't you think she would have had the decency to shoot him someplace where it wouldn't show? You've got to find her.
Where were you when Humphrey was shot?
Away.
Where?
I can't tell.
Because some things are sacred.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, some things are sacred to me too, baby. Don't you forget that. And don't say I didn't warn you.
What do you mean?
Never mind. You can come in now. There's just one thing to be settled. I want an answer straight from both of you, and I want it fast. You never saw the blonde that shot your husband, did you?
No.
And you never saw the one that knocked off yours either, did you?
Never.
All right, then. Mrs. Hubert Fluff, I want you to meet Mrs. Humphrey Merriweather.
What?
Yeah, you baby should have known better. Nobody plays Philip Carlo for the patch Patsy, because I'm the fat thin man, and this is my town.
Mother, can't we work this out?
You're not insinuating that I did anything.
You certainly have no proof that I did.
Wrong. When I first introduced you, well, you said you were strangers that you'd never met. And yet when I introduced you by your married names, well, you give me that what routine? You're a couple of guilty blondes. If ever I've seen a couple of guilty blondes, I've just seen a couple.
How did you know?
Yeah, because he's the fat, thin man. And this is his town.
Oh, lover, can't we work this out?
Nobody ever need know.
Sorry, it's no dice. I'm turning both of you in.
Why? Yeah, why?
Because I hate blondes.
You! My new rug is irreplaceable.
And it was positively awful and black.
I could kill you.
If I only had a gun.
Glad to oblige a couple of clients.
Back!
Inspector, Philip Carlo. Pretty quiet this morning, just two. Of course, blondes, I wouldn't be caught dead with a brunette. Vice versa. No, thank me, Inspector. That's all right. Another dame, another $1,000. Look, could you send the wagon over right away before my office gets too cluttered? Yeah, right. Miss Cooper?
Yes, Mr. Carlo.
Going out for some lunch. I'll be back in a couple of hours. If any more blondes show up, make sure you see their contract from the studio before you let them leave.
All right. You have a nice lunch.
Yeah.
Mr. Carlo.
Another morning, just like all the others. Sometimes I think I'm in the wrong line of work. The monotony of it is deadly. Walk down Hollywood Boulevard, shaking my head at dozens of dames, all of them blonde. After the morning I just had, I felt like hamburger that had been through the meat grinder for the second time. Then my shoulders braced, my eyes cleared, and well, I felt good again. Like a painting by Rembrandt, or a symphony by Beethoven. A grand opening at a Hollywood gala supermarket. And I remembered I was the fat thin man. And this is my town.